Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about malware and how it can spread its devastating effects to even reach nation-state cyber attacks. As societies and economies are increasingly reliant on technology, the threat of malware and nation-state cyber attacks has been a trending topic of discussion and quite a concern for global security. Malicious software, or malware, is a term that includes a variety of harmful software designed to infiltrate, damage, or gain unauthorized access to computer systems. However, when done by nation-states, cyber attacks become much more sophisticated tools for espionage, sabotage, and coercion, which brings serious threats to the stability of nations and the integrity of global systems. And so in this video, we're going to be exploring the nature of malware, the motivations behind nation-state cyber attacks, as well as what it implies for international security. But before we get into that, if you want to protect yourself on a personal level from malware, the most efficient and effective way to do that is by installing a reliable antivirus. So if you don't already have one or are looking for some suggestions, I'll leave some in-depth reviews on antiviruses that I personally recommend, along with some discounts in the description down below. So make sure to check those out. Okay, so malware comes in various forms, each designed to exploit vulnerabilities in computer systems, networks, and software. Viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and spyware are among the diverse range of malware types that can compromise the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data and systems. Cyber criminals usually use malware for financial gain, identity theft, or to disrupt operations. However, when state-sponsored entities use these tools, the motivations extend beyond personal gain to geopolitical objectives. Now, malware typically enters systems through phishing emails, malicious websites, or compromised software. Once inside, it can replicate itself, spread through networks, and execute malicious actions. The evolving nature of malware makes it quite challenging for security professionals to develop effective countermeasures, as cyber criminals continuously adapt and refine their tactics. Now, in the case of nation-state cyber attacks, these ones involve the use of cyber capabilities by governments to achieve strategic political or military objectives. These attacks are usually characterized by their sophistication, coordination, and a lot of resources at the disposal of state-sponsored actors. The motivations behind these nation-state cyber attacks vary, including economic espionage, political influence, military advantage, and intelligence gathering. One significant motivation for nation-state engaging in cyber warfare is economic espionage. Countries may look to steal intellectual property, trade secrets, and proprietary technologies to gain competitive edge in the global market. Such activities can have severe consequences for the targeted nation's economy, leading to a loss of innovation, decreased competitiveness, and a potential shift in the balance of power. Political influence is another driving force behind nation-state cyber attacks. Governments may use cyber capabilities to manipulate public opinion, interfere with elections, or undermine the political stability of rival nations. The ability to influence the information landscape through disinformation campaigns and cyber operations has become a powerful tool nowadays. Then you have military advantage, which is a critical objective for nation-states engaging in cyber warfare. Cyber attacks can be used to disrupt the command and control systems of military forces, compromise critical infrastructure, and gain intelligence on adversaries' capabilities. The integration of cyber capabilities into military strategies has blurred the lines between traditional warfare and cyber warfare. Now, the rise of malware and nation-state cyber attacks has some serious implications for international security. The interconnected nature of the global economy and its dependence on digital infrastructure makes nations vulnerable to a cyber threat that can go beyond borders. First of all, the attribution problems complicates the response to nation-state cyber attacks. Unlike traditional forms of warfare, where the aggressor is often easily identifiable, cyber attribution is a complex and challenging process. State-sponsored actors use sophisticated techniques to obfuscate their identity, using proxy servers, false flags, and collaboration with criminal organizations to create ambiguity. This lack of clear attribution makes it difficult for victimized nations to respond effectively and hold perpetrators accountable. Second of all, the potential for collateral damage in cyberspace is a significant concern. Cyber attacks on critical infrastructure such as power grids, financial systems, and healthcare networks can have far-reaching consequences beyond the intended targets. The interconnectedness of systems means that the cyber incident in one sector can carry over into others, amplifying the impact and potentially causing widespread disruption and chaos. Third of all, the erosion of trust in the digital space can pose a serious threat to diplomatic relations. Nation-state cyberattacks contribute to a climate of suspicion and mistrust between nations, which brings down all the efforts to build and maintain international cooperation. These instances of cyber espionage and cyber espionage accusations, which strain diplomatic ties and lead to a re-evaluation of norms and rules on state behavior in cyberspace. Lastly, the militarization of cyberspace raises questions about the applicability of existing international laws and norms. Not having clear rules of engagement in cyberspace complicates the development of universally accepted framework for responding to cyber threats. Since there is a lot of back and forth between nations when it comes to defining boundaries of acceptable behavior in cyberspace, there is a pressing need for international collaboration to come up with norms that would promote responsible state behavior and stop malicious activities. And that's it for today's video on malware and the role it plays in nation-state cyber attacks. Don't forget to check the links in the description for some in-depth reviews of antivirus software that I recommend, as well as discounts if you want to protect yourself from malware on a personal level. Also, if you like the content or found it useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to see more of it. And if you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments, as I love to interact with you guys. And that will be all for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.